Hello everyone, welcome to the Learning Cubicle. Now we shall discuss about an example which you are quite familiar with. That is, when we were learning about uniform and non-uniform motion, I have asked you to assume that you are traveling from your house to your friend's place or to some of your relatives' place, which is in some other city, okay, which is quite far from your place. Okay, so let us go back to the same example and we shall see what we have learnt over there. Okay, now let us suppose that you have started from your place to your friend's place or to your relative's place, which is quite far from your place. Let us suppose that you started at around 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. Okay, and since the traffic was very less in the morning, so by 7 a.m. you could cover a distance of some 60 kilometers. Okay, and by 8 a.m. even then the traffic was not much, so you could cover 120 kilometers by 8 a.m. Okay, and by 9 a.m. you could cover 180 kilometers, which is obviously your friend's place from your house. Okay, so now if you observe carefully, in the first hour, that is from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., the time is 1 hour and the distance covered by you is 60 kilometers. And even in the 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., in the second hour also, the distance covered by you is 60 kilometers. That is also 1 hour. Okay, and from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. the distance covered by you is again 60 kilometers and the time is again 1 hour. So if you take the distance covered by you for every hour, it is fixed 60, 60 and 60. So when you take the speed of your vehicle in which you are traveling on an hourly basis, it is 60 kilometers per hour. That means throughout your journey from your house to your friend's house, when you take on an hourly basis, the speed of your vehicle is being same or is being uniform. Here it is maintaining 60 kilometers per hour, here it is maintaining 60 kilometers per hour, and even here it is maintaining the same. So when a body is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform speed. This is what we call it as uniform speed. So when a body is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform speed. Now you have reached your friend's place and you have spent some time there, your friend's or your relative's place. You spent some time over there and you started from there at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. You started from there at around 3 p.m. Started around 3 p.m. in the backward direction. The return journey has started. And since the traffic has built up, it has increased from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. you could cover a distance of, suppose, say 40 kilometers you have covered. Okay. And 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. the traffic has increased even more. So in this hour, you could only cover a distance of, say, some 30 kilometers. Okay. And from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., the traffic has even increased and you could only cover some 20 kilometers. Okay? And from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., the traffic has decreased a bit in the area which you are going over there. So you picked up the speed a bit over there and you have covered, say, some 50 kilometers. Okay? In the area where you're traveling, the traffic has decreased over there and you have covered 50 kilometers, right? And again from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. as you are coming close to your city, the traffic has again built up, okay? And then you could only cover 40 kilometers. You could only cover 40 kilometers. And finally, you reached home. Now, if you observe carefully over here, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., you took only 3 hours for you to go from your place to your friend's place or your relative's place. But when you're returning, it took 5 hours. So it started at 3 p.m. and you reached home by 8 p.m. That means you have taken a lot of time. That's because of the traffic. Now let us see here. In the first hour, you covered 40 kilometers. In the second hour, you covered 50 kilometers. In the second hour you covered 30 kilometers, and third hour you covered only 20 kilometers. And in the fourth hour, you covered 50 kilometers. And finally, in the fifth hour, you covered again 40 kilometers. So, you are not covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. The intervals of time are same, but the distances covered by you are not uniform or equal. So when a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time or equal distances in unequal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with non-uniform speed. If you observe over here, the speed is 40 kilometers per hour, and here it is only 30 kilometers per hour, and here it is even worse, 20 kilometers per hour, and here it picked up 50 kilometers per hour, and here 40 kilometers per hour. That means the speed is not maintained uniformly throughout the journey, like it happened in the onward journey. In the return journey, your speed was not uniform. So this is what we call as non-uniform speed. That is, when a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time or equal distances in unequal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with non-uniform speed. Thank you.